Aloha. I'm tired. It's been. My life has been crazy. I haven't gone live in like a few weeks. I haven't gone live in like forever. But yeah. I'm good. Mostly. Ow. Trying to grab my makeup. Just bashed my hand into my. I almost said door frame, my bed frame. Almost smashed my hand into my bed frame. I want to say the fruit. The fruit came first. But I don't know if that's correct. So, who knows? Yes, it does. What cosplay should you make? Um, I don't know. My mind immediately went to Amazing Digital Circus, and I don't know why. I have beef with Jax as a character. I have beef. I mean, I don't know. For a self-insert, like, it's fine, whatever. But I just feel like Jax could have been written better and not as centered in the show because Pomni was supposed to be, like, the main character, and then it turned out to just be Jax. And I don't know, the writing was weird. I didn't like the writing. That could just be me. I don't know which one of these is the newer one. I have two foundations in here. Yeah, I have two foundations in here. And I don't know which one is my newest one. Because one of them is paler. I think it's this one. This one is in the shade Porcelain. And this one is in the shade Cool Light. I think it's this one. I guess we'll find out. If I can pump it. Hello? I don't know. You didn't miss anything. I'm just trying to figure out which foundation is the correct foundation. Yeah, there's freaking... It won't pump, but there's so much foundation in there. What the fart? Oh, there we go. I haven't used foundation in forever, okay? Bear with me. You used to what? Okay, yeah. This one is the darker one. This one's mine. Did you just say you used to eat that stuff? You can, like, see... I'm putting it on my face because I don't want to waste it, but you can see the difference between that and that. That's diabolical. Anyway. Fun fact, guys. I'm actually allergic to most foundation. So, that's cute. I'm pretty sure you're practically my only moderator. Sorry, bro. Anyways, guys, say hi to my moderator. I feel like I'm putting a lot of foundation on, and it's kind of stressing me out. I don't know. I have a lot of moderators, but not a lot of them do their job right. Can you tell which one is for my blush? Probably not. Shut up. Anyways, yeah, I'm allergic to most foundation, guys. Surprise. I think I actually don't know what type of makeup I'm doing. But I think the hardest wig I have ever done is a white wig that I had to con crunch for, and it was for um Jackie Frost, which is like a female version of Jack Frost. It was not fun to con crunch that fucking thing because it needed like so much work because it was a wig that I had for like forever. It was like a white wig and it was up to here, and I think it was polyester, if I remember correctly. And it was like not fun to con crunch all of that. I feel like that's too much on nose, I fear. Anyway, yeah. It was so okay, I had to style the wig first. I had to make it kind of wavy a little bit. Um because even though Jack Frost has short hair, his hair is like slightly wavy. I don't know if you noticed that. Um but yeah, his hair is slightly wavy. So I had to like okay. The reason why it was so hard, the hardest part was like actually like cleaning it and maintaining it. Because it was tangled and it was matted in some places, and I had to cut it because the bangs that I wanted were like down to here. So I had to cut it and then curl it. There was a lot to do. And then I had to add um, like hair glitter to it, so it has that like snowy look on the top. And then I added like a couple pieces of like I think it was like plastic, and I used it to make ice like coming out, you know? Did you dye your hair? I did dye my hair. I don't wear wigs. Unless it's for a convention, I don't wear wigs. Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? I love that guy. He's so funny. Athena, you're gonna have to get down. But yeah, I don't like wigs. Unless it's like necessary. I don't know. You know what I mean? Athena, stop scratching up the thing. Anyway. Oh, that one? Or that one? Or I have two. Yeah, so that one my grandparents got me when they were in New Orleans. It's the Mardi Gras. Who is she? Lady Luck. And it's charcoal. Someone said, when did you stop sucking thumb? When I was 10, maybe? Because I'm autistic. So, I was probably like 10. Anyway. I don't know where to go from here. Hold on. setting powder. This is the one I use. Elf HD Perfect Finish powder. And it's withering away. I need to buy more. That's how much I have left. And it comes with a little thing at the bottom. But it's 3. So, do you like the Amazing Digital Circus? I do. I have a love-hate relationship with it currently. Because it, like, I don't know. I feel like it could have been done better. It had potential. And I would have loved if that show was directed by Alex Hirsch. If you don't know who Alex Hirsch is, he made Gravity Falls. I would love that, but that didn't happen. So, yeah. Yeah, I liked the finale. I'll say that. But I feel like a few things about the finale could have been done better. I didn't like how Jax was written at all. Jax was a self-insert. Which Jax was fine as a self-insert. Like, it was a fine character for what it was. But I feel like Jax being a trans woman didn't make sense. Jax being a trans man would make a lot more sense because of, like, Jax having a bunch of fragile masculinity throughout the whole fucking thing. And then suddenly just being like, oh, no, you're a woman. Right. So, yeah, I feel like that could have been done better by a lot. But I don't know. I did like the finale. I liked the characters. I feel like if we had, like, a little more time, with the show than just, like, 9 episodes, then we wouldn't have focused on Jax so much. Because towards the end, like, Jax, throughout the entire series, has the most lines. And Pomni is allegedly the main character. Right. So, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship. I do like it. It is satisfying to watch. It is rewatchable. But it's just, I don't know. Okay, bye, Foms. Anyway, I don't know. Love-hate relationship, whatever. Not everyone's cup of tea. My cat is messing with the light. Do you want to come here? If she wants to, like, come up here, maybe. You can come up here. Come here. I believe in you, Athena. Go that way. Kitty! Anyway, that is Kitty. Anyways, ask me questions. I love being asked questions. I have a love-hate relationship with the facial hair I have. Like, I'm glad to have it. You can see it on the camera. I have a smooth filter thing on currently. But whatever. Anyway. Yeah, ask me questions. I love being asked questions. I'm a nerd. And I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I love talking about myself. I dropped this once. So. I don't hate me, guys, but I don't like chickens. Anything that has wings and can fly, even if it's just a little bit, get out of my face. Like, I like chickens from a distance, but, like, you know? My cat. But after my cat passes away, I'm getting a Maine Coon. Because I've, like, a pure Maine Coon. I've always wanted one. They're massive. They're fluffy. I love them. I want one. You know? They're adorable. Give me one. Anyway. They're amazing. I want one. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my James Charles palette that I've had since 2019. Yeah. Don't support James Charles. Just buy a regular Morphe palette. Don't support James Charles. Yeah, I've had it since, like, 2019. It's in surprisingly good condition. It's lasted me like so freaking long. But I've had it for a while. Literally, the actual palette part is ripping from the thing. I have to glue that back down. But I've had it for a while. Don't support James Charles. Support Morphe, just in general. All the Morphe palettes have all the same colors, by the way. So, this one just has bigger neutral colors for some reason. But, fuck that guy. And I usually just my finger. You know? I'm gonna go in with, like, a neutral, light-ish shade. Sorry, I was responding to a message.
IDK, I know it stays shut, so I never open it, even if I was inside.
Bye. Sorry, I keep responding to messages. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do like my regular daily makeup. Daily-ish. I say daily-ish because I don't always do my makeup. So, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what he did and then my opinions on what he did. Right. So, like a while ago, I think it was like 2020 or something. I don't remember the date. But he dated a freshly 18-year-old. And he was like late 20s, 30s. I don't know how old James Charles is. Which is like gross. I don't know. I know they broke up. I don't know like why necessarily. I think it was like backlash or some shit. There's also like a few other things. I'll have to look it up, but that's like the main thing. Oh, and the freaking I think it was the American Airlines lady. So an airline company shut down. And this lady, because of the unemployment crisis, if you don't know, there's an unemployment crisis where so many people have to apply for unemployment because either no one is hiring or nobody wants you for whatever reason because people are really being really picky for no fucking reason. And I would know. I've applied to, I want to say like 50 jobs in my area that I'm able to go to, and none of them have taken me. They've interviewed me. They say they're looking at other candidates, whatever. Um, anyway, yeah, so it's freaking dumb. And so the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, I look up to James Charles. I know James Charles. I love his content. I'm gonna message him and ask for some like support until I can find a job, right?" And then James Charles made texted the lady calling her like a bunch of different names and shit, just telling her, "Hey, you're stupid. Don't ever ask me for that crap again." That's the gist of it. But like, it was like a whole thing that James Charles texted, and then he made a video cussing the lady out, talking about how she was entitled and selfish and like, why would I help you? Like, I don't really help people like that. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So then, after getting backlash on the video of him cussing her out, he made an apology video and then suddenly donated $500 to her like GoFundMe or whatever it was that she opened for support. So, oh, that's nice. Well, what was suspicious about personally, if you're 18, I don't give a shit. That's none of my business. All right, you're legal, do what you want. But what was weird about it was that when the kid that he started dating turned like the second he turned 18, they started dating, and apparently they started talking like when he was 17. If you like catch my drift, like it was weird. Anyway, yeah, something that I find a little weird. I don't think it's like a part of like his controversies or whatever necessarily, but something I think is weird is he tried suing Morphe because Morphe owed him like $2 million. But James Charles' net worth is like he makes $2 million in a month. Just about. So I don't think this is part of his controversies or anything, and a bunch of people also think this is weird. But he's just suing a company because to become more rich. So that's odd to me. Anyway, that's my thoughts on all of that. It's weird. It's strange. I don't know what lip gloss to wear today. I have so much lip gloss. It's insane. Three. Four. Okay. I have, if I can get this lid back on my foundation, 1, 2, 3, 4 in my makeup bag. I have one attached to my keys, and then I think I have like 1 or 2 in my purse. It's an issue. Shush. Anyway. Yeah, my highlighter, which I use like 3 different types of highlighter. Okay, this is the first one. It's Chameleon, Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome. I think I've had this for a year. And it's still in pretty good condition. It's kind of a gel. It's a gel highlighter. So it's green. Has a touch of green in it, which I find really cute. Yeah, it's like green and yellow. It's a little holographic. And I kind of just put that like everywhere on my face. Yeah, I put that almost everywhere. And I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I'm using, this has lipstick all over it. Okay, shut up. One of my lipsticks busted open and broke off the like holder. Anyway, the LA Colors Graphics eyeliner in the shade black. I don't suggest this if you don't like running eyeliner. This is not waterproof. But if you do want a running eyeliner for whatever reason, I guess this is your gal. If you don't want, if you want like a more solid eyeliner, get anything by Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome, because I got the whole Chameleon Chrome set. So I got like the eyeliner and the highlighter and the little eyeshadow thing. I don't know where it went, but that's what the highlighter looks like. It's really pretty. Yeah, I like that. But I use this. And I do puppy liner. And I'll show you how to do that. If I can get my hair out of my face. Big forehead, don't even. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna show you how I do my eyeliner. If y'all can see that. Go from here down. That's a right. And I just drag it a little bit. I like to smudge it this way with my finger so it's more, I don't know what the word is, shut up. And then you're gonna take this and go straight this way and connect it to this piece. And then you're gonna point it if you did what I did. And then again, drag it out a little and smudge it a bit so it's more of a seamless shade. And then you just color it in. I'm gonna do this a bit more. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom. Eyeliner. Whoa. And then do it again on this eye. Except this time I'm gonna do it right. Anyway. This is a liquid eyeliner, by the way. So you see there's like a lot of like liquid on it, and I kind of just scrape off the extra because otherwise it'll be blotchy. The fucking thing happening. Okay, whatever. My cat is very eepy. Boom. Eyeliner. And then I go out with this dyeing pencil. Revlon Color Stay eyeliner. It's a pencil liner. With a crown and an eraser. This is the eraser. This is the crown. But yeah, this is all that's left of it. That little nub right there, I don't know why I'm shaking so much, but that little nub, that's all that's left. So. I'm gonna use my camera for this actually. Yeah, I got lipstick on it. See, that's all makeup, girl. I clean it before I finish. There we go. If I don't stab my eye. And then I have two I almost said eyelash curlers. No. I have two mascaras. Yes. These two. This one is Lash Paradise Volume. Waterproof. And I've had it for 3 years. I have another tube in my purse. But this is the one that stays in my makeup bag. And then I have this Sky High Lash Sensational by Maybelline. And this is in the shade 2103, which is this like white glitter. If I can swatch it on my hand. What's that? But today we're using the regular one. My shirt is literally a Bible verse. You're welcome. It says, "No weapon forged against me shall prosper." Thank you. But yes, I am Christian. Oh my god, my eyeball. Thanks. I actually got quite a few. Hold on. I actually got quite a few Bible shirts the other day at Goodwill. Freaking amazing. I got this one, and then I have a black one that says Jesus Working Tour, and then on the back it looks like a bunch of tour locations, but it's like the city and then what Jesus did in that city and the date. And then I got this one, which is a Bible verse one. I have another one that's a Bible verse one. I don't remember what the Bible verse was though. Oh, it's the He is risen. It's that Bible verse one. It says He is not here, He is risen as He said. I think that's it. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I got quite a few of them the other day. And they're all super comfy. Yeah, I got all of them at Goodwill for $5 each. $5 each. Yeah, they're super comfy. I didn't find as many as I wanted. I only found 4. I was hoping to find like 6, maybe. Yes, I am. But yeah, I was hoping to find more, and I couldn't. I don't know what lip gloss to wear. I'll use this one. This is the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. I think I got it at like a dollar store. It's by CoverGirl. And it was like $5, which is really good for lip gloss. If one of your altars has XY sexuality, does that affect the others when you switch? XY sexuality? Let's expand on that. Because I don't know what XY sexuality means. But me, Crimzo, hey, I know nothing. I know nothing. None of the altars can reach out to me, and I can't reach out to any of the other altars. So, I have no idea. My style is mostly like hippie, but my ideation is punk. Yes, the other altars do have different sexualities. Thank you. It's actually 2 shades. I don't know where I put my makeup palette, but it's 2 shades. It's like this light-ish red, not exactly pink, and then this like dark brownish red on the outside. But anyway, yeah, I have no idea. I don't really know any of the other altars. They can't speak to me, and I can't speak to them. When I'm not like in front, I am basically just in a black room as if I'm asleep. So I have no idea. The others can talk to each other, but I can't talk to the others, if that makes sense. Anyway, I can feel when I'm about to switch though. Hold on. I'm trying to find my brown thing. What do you work as? I currently don't have a job. Oh, I wear Harley Davidson boots. so I can stomp the heads of politicians. Like Harley boots were intended to be used by. Hello? Oh. Anyway, I am not medically cleared to work yet. I have applied for jobs anyway. Don't tell my psychiatrist. But no one's hiring. I either need to be 18 or they're looking at other applicants. So. Anyway, yeah, I don't work. I do commissions. I do get paid, but I don't have like an official job. Can you like scooch? I'm gonna try to brush my hair and see how it goes. Ugh. Oh, my nose is itchy. Help. Okay. I need dry shampoo or something. I don't know what this is. That way? You know what? You're going that way. Anyway. It's fine. It's fine, whatever. Funny story, that pink shade in my hair, like this, was dark red when I first dyed it. So. Anyway. Yeah, I do know when I'm about to switch. That I do know, and that's about all I know. So. I have no answer. You love the eyeliner. What? Oh, did your lip piercing hurt? Not really. It was sore for like 2 days, and that was it. And I kept seeing people that were like, "Oh my god, like this was the worst piercing ever. It got swollen, it bruised, it was like awful." And I was just like, "I'm not gonna take your word for that. Actually, I'm just gonna get it done and see what happens." And it was fine. So, um, I mean, I'm not gonna like reassure you about that. That is a possibility. So I have no comment on that. That is a very real possibility. They told me that when I got my bridge, when I got my bridge pierced, they told me that. They were like, "Hey, this might reject and we won't refund you." And I was like, "Okay. Great." I don't know why I'd want a refund if it rejected the first time. Hold on.
Can I edit that?
I used to be a man. Now I'm a woman, and my ex-boyfriend cheated on me with my sister. I don't think I can make that make sense, my guy. Stop talking to your ex and your sister. Jesus died for your sins. He loves you and every other person. Girl, I know. It's okay. I'm wearing a Bible verse shirt currently. So, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. Preach the gospel, dude. Do what you want. Just be nice about it. Um, I don't know why I'm wearing makeup right now, bro. I don't like makeup. You too. Yeah. I don't like makeup, so don't know why I'm wearing it. But I am also not gonna wipe it off because someone put effort into it. I just don't know who. Athena, stop eating random shit. Do you want to come here? Oh. I don't know what this cat wants. Jesus loves you too. I'm all right. I'm chilling. I mean, we're a little hungry, but that's about it. Thank you. I don't know who cut it. So, it wasn't me. Kitty. It's a fat cat. Yeah, I'm chilling. Meow. Hello, people.
That.
Excuse me. Athena, you have a big forehead. Yippee. Ow. Stab my hand. Can you pick a place to lay down and stay there? Hello, people. Ask me anything. Let me save you. I'm not a woman, actually. Saying this on Pride Month, too, that's crazy. Who will be a good father? I also can't get pregnant. So, like, physically. So, you're wrong about two things. I mean, if you want a guy to go find a man. That's accidental ally. So. Also, I said ask me anything, and that's not a question. Are you communist? Well, pardon you. I'm. I don't know. Anarchist communist. Communism and shit. I mean, I don't like how communism is being run currently. I don't know what's going on there, but what kind of transsexual glowworm is this? I don't think very many people understand what a system means. But okay. Athena, are you a communist? No. Are you trying to tell me how to make a bomb? Thank you. Very useful information. Happy Pride. Jesus loves you too, my dude. Your hair looks good? Thank you. It hasn't been washed. If I'm gonna be honest. Whoa, let's calm down, guys. I'm Christian. FYI. So let's, like, calm down with the comments. Let's back up. Yeah, I'm Christian, so let's not attack Christians in my comments. Please. My back hurts. I need to pop it. Ooh. No. I don't smoke. I mean, I take the occasional edible, but I don't smoke. I have enough problems as is. I don't want my lungs to be one of them. Currently, I'm a guy. And thank you. We're gonna ignore the makeup. I'm not the one that put the makeup on, and I don't want it on. So we're gonna ignore it. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think that's how that works. That's not how what works? Yes. I am currently a guy. What? Guys, I'm a system. Like, it's a disorder caused by trauma. I have multiple personalities, is what a system means. We aren't gender fluid. I'm just a guy personality or alter. No, dissociative identity disorder is caused by trauma. It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. So, and if God made me the way I am, then He made me have DID. So I'm confused. Yeah, physically I'm still a woman. That's the problem. So. I don't know, man. If you can't comprehend that, you need to open a textbook. Yes. Would you get surgery? No. We have too many conflicting alters to do that. So we'll stick with like binders and shit if there is a male alter. Maybe some like mask makeup, probably. Mental asylums are illegal where I am. So. I don't know. But no, you can look into dissociative identity disorder on your own time. Because your lack of knowledge is not my problem. I have like 2 binders right now. I have the one I'm wearing, which is this one. Hold on. I'll get back to your question. I have the one I'm wearing, which is by LGBT Unicorn or some shit, and it's the one with the side zippers that I'm just now realizing aren't zipped up. But yeah. What's a stereotype that social media made about DID that you hate? Probably the Split thing. If you ever seen the movie Split, I hate that shit. It's like first of all, you can't gain supernatural abilities from a different alter. And second of all, we aren't all fucking murderous. I mean, I know there's some of us, but the majority of us aren't murderous or dangerous to the public. So, like that kind of thing. I got bigger balls than you. Banned. How does a change of personality work in your experience? Um, so like for the majority of us, when it comes to switching out personalities or alters, it's kind of like tunnel vision. If you've ever zoned out really hard and everything starts going black, it's like that, and then we switch out. But for Crimzo, the like hosts or whatever you want to call them, they, I don't know how to explain it. Like if I were to leave for whatever reason, if I were to leave, I'd more so go into like a living room type space. But when Crimzo leaves, it's kind of just like a black room, as if like they're asleep. Like I can communicate with the other alters, and all the other alters can communicate with each other, but nobody can reach out to Crimzo. Crimzo doesn't know shit. Like Crimzo doesn't know. Like Crimzo knows we exist. They just don't really know our names or like who we are as a person or anything. But sometimes we do switch rapidly. If there's like a really stressful situation that like we all can't comprehend necessarily, we'll all switch really fucking fast. But usually it's more like a fading out type thing. But we all do notice when we aren't us, if that makes sense. Like we all notice who's like in front and who isn't. But yeah. That's what it's like for us. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Crimzo. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. My lip feels like it's busted. Like right here. I don't know why. Where did the name Crimzo come from? If I remember correctly, like a few years ago, we were dating this guy. His name was Skylar. We were dating him, and we were like trying to add like an account to something. I think it was like a PS5 or some shit, or PS4, something like that. I don't know. We're trying to add an account to something, and we wanted it to be Crimson 404 Error, because we at the time we were really into coding or something. But Crimson 404 Error was taken, and so our boyfriend at the time just took off the N and it became Crimzo. And then it just kind of stuck because we really liked it. And then it became like our username for everything. What is DID? DID stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder. And basically at the like time of your development, when you're trying to develop your like identity, so like you're really young, you're trying to develop like your identity and you as a person, something like severely traumatic happens. It either something severely traumatic happens one time, or you go through really severe repeated trauma, and then you kind of like split off, I guess. Like there's it's not like there's one person and then the trauma kind of splits you in half. When you're trying to develop your identity, there's a bunch of different parts of your identity. And usually for a normal person, those parts will start to form one person. But if you have DID, instead of it forming into one person, they stay separated. So yeah. The different like personalities or whatever, they're called alters, and the collective of those personalities are called a system. But yeah, I hope that made sense. But you have to have trauma to have DID. There are a lot of people out there that don't have trauma. We call our like host or whatever Crimzo, only because it's what the internet knows them as. Technically, we're all Crimzo. Like, if you were to call any of us Crimzo, we'd respond. But we call our host Crimzo specifically because our host name is their legal name. And we don't want to use that online. So, we just call them Crimzo, even though technically we're all Crimzo, if that makes sense. Because we don't want to expose, like, our legal name or anything. Yeah, that's what front means. Being front is just whoever's like in control, if that makes sense. So I'm currently Ghost, which is one of our alters. But yeah, we're like always at least one alter, unless we're sleeping, of course, we're just unconscious. But there's always one, like at least one of us. Does it ever scare you? No, I mean it scares the shit out of Crimzo because, like I said, Crimzo goes into like a dark room of just black. But like all the rest of us, when we're not in front, we're basically in like a living room type setting, and we're kind of just chilling out. We can't really communicate like we used to though, because we were like ignored and neglected by Crimzo for the last like year, maybe more. Because Crimzo was so convinced that we were all part of schizophrenia. Um, and we weren't. But Crimson started ignoring us and neglecting us, and that impacted our ability to communicate with each other. Like tell each other information about like who's this, what are our plans, like what's on our calendar, like shit like that. Did you draw that cat drawing? Oh no, that was a gift from our grandparents when they went to New Orleans. It's made out of charcoal. I could never draw anything like that before. I could never draw that. But that's Lady Luck. It's a Mardi Gras thing. But yeah, that's charcoal. Um, but no, not being in front doesn't scare me at all. Um, I don't really think it scares any of us. But like we're all trying to like build up our communication skills again. Um, because Crimzo was in fact told, hey, like you do in fact have multiple personalities. Stop ignoring them. And so now we're trying to build up like our communication shit again. And if we can, the theory that we have is if we can communicate with each other like we used to, we hope that eventually we'll be able to communicate with Crimzo. Because like we can tell each other here are our memories, like hope like you can remember it like I do. Like this and that and whatever, like we could share information. But we can't do that with Crimzo. Eventually start talking to Crimzo. I think my live just cut out. But we're kind of hoping that we can eventually talk to Crimzo. Yeah, we don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. We need to fix our communication with each other before we even try anything with Crim, but that's like the gist. In total, I think we have 10. Yeah, we have like 9 or 10. We do, but we try not to make it a big deal. Um, yeah, we do have a lot of disagreements, but I think, like, the majority of us, like, try not to make it a big deal and instead, like, actually debate properly. And if we can't really come to, like, an agreement, we kind of just ignore it most of the time. Um, Only because if we try to argue and make it a big deal, it can cause more stress on us than we need to be. Like, we don't need to be stressed, like, unnecessarily about, like, stupid shit. Um, so, yeah. But we do have, like, a solid, like, agreement when it comes to politics. We don't really have a solid agreement about, like, philosophy or anything. But the gist of our, like, politics is just fuck Trump. I think that's the only thing we agree on. Um, but, like, philosophy and religion we argue about a lot. Um, but we try not to make big deals out of shit like that because it's just unnecessary. Um, so. What's your opinion on the winter system? I know nothing about them. Hold on, let me look them up real quick, actually. Yeah, I've never heard. We kind of. Yeah. We do have some that, like, are Christian, and we have, like, some that are pagan, and there's one of us that's atheist. Like, we have, like, a bunch of different shit, but, like, we all kind of just, like, coexist. Like, we're not assholes about it. We do have, like, debates about, like, the afterlife and stuff sometimes, but we don't really make it a big deal. Um, and for, like, free will, like, veganism and shit, we kind of just agree that we need to support, like, the physical body as much as we want. Some of us are vegan. I think there's, like, one of us that's vegan, one of us that's pescatarian, and then the rest of us just eat normal shit. But we kind of just agree, like, whatever the body needs. Some of us don't like that, obviously. Some of us don't like the idea of eating meat, but we have to support what this body needs. And we've tried going without meat before. It's not great. So we kind of just support the body how it needs to be. I think the main thing we disagree about the most is, like, who we should date. That's, like, the main thing. Like, dating is very big for us. Like, we need to know that the person we're dating is a good person, is, like, an understanding person, like, can support all of us. Like, like, dating is very big for us, and we need to, like, all agree unanimously Otherwise it's just like we're not gonna date that person. But that's like the major thing we like disagree about. Wow. Are your alters different ages? Yes. The majority of us stay like in like their 20s. We have one that's in like their late 30s. And then we have Crimzo that stays like the body's age. So currently Crimzo is 17. And then we have Bubbles, who's our youngest, who is 5. But we're all different ages, mostly in our 20s. But yeah, we're different ages. Yeah, so we range from okay. We range from 5 to like 37. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 or 12. Oh damn, my bad. Scared my cat. God. Hello, people. My ear popped. That's so fun.